Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would give you a flip through of my efforts for Junk Journal July. I actually finished it. I'm most impressed this year. I've done the 100-day project and Junk Journal July, and I actually finished them. So we'll have a quick flip through of what I got up to this month. Now, I made my covers with some laminated sparkles and a simple piece of scrapbooking paper and some cardboard thickers. Kept it very simple. I did include, of course, the list so that I could keep up to date with where I was at. And then the very first page is introduction, and this is just our national colours because I live in Australia, in the city of Brisbane, which is the third largest city. Live in very close to the beach, love spending time at the beach. So I just kept that page very straightforward. Then the second prompt was create a collage. And I just used lots of magazine clippings of plants and a pretty flower that I fussy cut, and I love how that turned out. It's one of my favourite ways of doing a journal page at the moment, and it's completely free to do. Then this next one was to use a tag, so I made myself a tag, used up lots of bits and pieces from my stash, including this coconut cocktail, which I do like, but I've had that for years and thought this was the perfect place to use that one up. Then the next one, now keeping in mind not all of mine are in order. The way I made this junk journal, I ended up trying to use pages as best I could. So this is of course not in perfect order as per the prompts, because sometimes that just didn't work out with the pages I had included. But this one was washi galore, and being a planner girl, there's plenty of washi in this house. Just threw a heap of monochrome down as a background and then folded all these little bits to make a skirt, and I thought that turned out really cute. The next one was very vintage. Now, vintage is not usually my thing, but I did love doing this one. I used lots of bits of stuff from my stash, ribbons and rickrack and real buttons and a pin, and then just some little die cuts and things that I had lying around. Oh, that's a page I didn't end up using. Then this one here was my favourite colour. I've got a few favourite colours, but pink is right up there. So I just used all different shades of pink, cut out circles and hearts, and bam. Lots of pink, definitely up there in my favourite list. Then there was Note to Self, and I got to use up this gorgeous scrapbooking paper that I've had for quite a while, but just these silly bits. So seeing there was a fountain pen and some ink, I thought for Note to Self, it was a perfect way to use that up. Then the next one was Postcard. Now, I didn't have a normal style postcard anywhere here at home. Nobody has sent me a postcard in years, but I did receive this one at the Brisbane Planner Market when I purchased some stickers. So I thought that'll do the trick. So that's that postcard one. Then, oops, we had a little accident. We did the postcard one upside down. This one here was Florals. And I just sponge painted the background, cut lots of die cuts in half, and bam, that was done. But I really like how that turned out. Then this one was Minimalist. I used this piece of paper when I made my junk journal. It already had the stripes painted on it. And so I found this gorgeous little card, and the colours just matched up perfectly. Don't look back, the future is forward. And a little arrow to remind me, look forward. And that one was really quick and easy. Then the next one was a favourite quote. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Get rid of people that bring you down. Great reminder, and I just used lots of white and gold and sparkly things for that one because I've got plenty of that in my stash. Then the next one was Handwriting. Do you know how hard it is to decide what to write when you can write whatever you like? But I went with another favourite thing of mine, and that is coffee. And I wrote down around the edge all the different types of coffee that I would happily drink right now. Now, this next one was elements, and I was going to get all scientific and use the actual elements, but I had this beautiful die cut and I just wanted to use it, and I thought, perfect. So I've just popped on this page all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's full of different elements, and I absolutely love the way that turned out. The next one was unconventional. Well, I think a shaker pocket in a junk journal is quite unconventional. I stuck the Little Mermaid in and then popped in lots of prettiness, and just added a few little bits and pieces. I already had that water sort of colours painted on there. Just added some stamps and things. Some of them are quite faint, you can hardly see them, but cute stickers and things, and unconventional. This one here was Celebrate, and this is to celebrate that in this month, July, I survived having teenagers. I no longer have them. Both of my girls are in their 20s. They're not on drugs. They're doing really well. And as far as I'm concerned, that is worth celebrating. This next one was lyrics. Love these words from a song from Robbie Williams. So I kept the page quite simple and hand wrote out the lyrics to that. It's a great song when you're having a bit of a down day, just to remind yourself that you are damn wonderful. Then this next one was sketch. And I had when I made my junk journal, I had included this page which just had these blobs of watercolour paint on it. And I thought, oh, there we go. That's a quick and easy way of dealing with sketch. I just grabbed a black fine liner and went to town. Love my little orange. He's my favourite on that page, but it was a great way to use up the page I had included. Then the next one was stamps. And again, I didn't go conventional and raid my stamp stash, even though I have lots of them, but I got my rubber stamps out and stamped that one and that one and that one and that one and that one, and used one of my favourite colour themes of black and pale pink, and I love the way that page turned out. Then the next one was mail theme, and of course, instead of using traditional mail, I focused on happy mail. Being a planner girl, happy mail is our life, because we just can't walk into shops to buy all the things we like. So with this one, I actually had included a plain white envelope when I made my junk journal, and I just covered the flap and the envelope and added a few little pretty bits just for fun. Now, the next one was hidden, and this one, never hide the true you. And I just hand cut out this little mask and added some pretty things. Just got to fix these guys up because they're getting a bit ragged. I think we'll pop some cardstock in behind that to make them a little bit stronger. But that one turned out okay too. Then this one was weekly highlights. It wasn't the most exciting week, but a few fun things happened. Booked a holiday to Thailand, bought some new makeup, drunk lots of coffee, had a chat with a friend, and of course discovered the new Darryl Lee chocolate, specifically the caramel and the licorice. Absolutely fabulous. Then this one was window, and I started off with a plain black and white sheet out of a book, and I just popped down a heap of watercolour, very dull and muted. Created this with some cardstock, and it's meant to be like, a timber window frame. Because it's winter here in Australia, things are very dull and boring outside, and I think that just, in a nutshell, sort of depicted what it's like at this time of the year. Not very pretty, but we've only got a couple of weeks to go, and it's spring. This one here was lots of layers. I've painted, I've stamped, I've cut out die cuts, cut out this gorgeous bit from a piece of scrapbook paper and added lots and lots of little layers. I have this stash that I keep in this pink folder or pink pouch, and honestly, instead of throwing out all my little bits of scrapbooking paper that I have left over, I use them for junk journaling, and that is exactly how we put this one together. Then the next one was, oh no, what was this actually called? Day in My Life or something along those lines. A story of my day, that's it. My alarm goes off at 4 a.m. I have a shower, I drink coffee, I go to work. We had donuts for morning tea. I came home and drank more coffee. Opened all my Happy Mail, went to physio class, binged watched some episodes of Suits, had quite a late night because I had a bonus day off the next day. So I sort of wasn't sure how to do that one, but I really love the way it turned out. I thought it was really cute. And there you go. Our average temperature in winter in Brisbane, Australia is 10 degrees to 22 degrees Celsius. Then this one was in the wild. I love the beach, so I got out all sorts of bits and pieces that are beachy related. Again, this gel cocktail, I've had that for years. Finally found a place to use it. Then the next one was gratitude. It's always better to focus on what you do have rather than what you don't, because if you do, the universe will bring you more to be grateful for. So I just took this card, cut it out, and then used those colours to do some decorating. Then this one here was playlist. Now, again, traditionally I should have gone for a playlist of my favourite songs, but no, had to be different, and I went for a playlist of my grown-up toys that give me joy. So crafting supplies, planner supplies, and I created this cute little die-cut list or piece of paper. Done deal. So that's my playlist. These are the things that make me happy. Then this one was dark. Oh, now what was this? Dark and... Hang on, where's my list? I've got my list here. Dark and moody. Well, it doesn't get much darker than deep dark space. So I have lots of gorgeous space papers and things. So I put them to use. And then the next one was light and airy. And whenever I think of light and airy, I think of butterflies. So lots of pretty pastels and some butterflies for that one. Then the next one was make a pocket. And I hand cut out my basket, and my basket is a pocket. And again, used up these 3 odd flowers that actually worked really well together. Love how that one turned out. It's really quite pretty. And then the very last one was reflections. And this was a very special day for me because the 31st of July is my baby girl's birthday and she turned 20. So that's why I no longer have a teenager anywhere in my life. And so there's lots to reflect on when you have a daughter that turns 20. She's very precious to me. She's a great young girl. I'm so lucky to have 2 wonderful daughters. So I really enjoyed putting that piece of remembrance together. Love my girl. And that's it. So there you go. That was Junk Journal July. I loved doing it. I was so happy when I saw the prompt for this. And I'm so pleased that I actually got it done. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button too, because it helps more people to see this. And I look forward to bringing you more crafty things very shortly. Until then, take care.